It's about viewings actually, and how we do it
So
across
this is
the
definitely one for you, I think.
country. Yeah, so viewing properties, obviously, it's tough to do them all, throughout the whole of the UK. So we do some, as many as we can beforehand, and that'll actually be team from the My Property Listing guys going out and checking properties. But actually, as soon as a white label or any investor reserves a deal, at that point, we like to make sure that we know that property, all the DD is done.
Yep.
And that's actually at the time, because we might have had someone view it 6 months ago and things can change. So actually at that point, we will do a viewing for whether that investor is international or local.
Yeah.
We will do it. Obviously, they can get there if they want, but actually we will sort all of that out.
Yeah, and of course, with that, we do the full walkthrough video,
Yep.
we do a full written quote. So the buyer ultimately has all the information they need at hand to make the decision. And as you say, if they want to turn up, they're more than welcome to. We will never say no to somebody coming to take a look at the property.
Yeah, but I think you just hit the nail on the head there. Actually, instead of actually saying that they need to turn up, we've done it in a way so they don't have to.
Yeah.
Well, you can have a FaceTime video call at the property, so you don't actually have to travel thousands of miles and go and see it. But inevitably, we're giving them a walkthrough. We'll try and do floor plans, things like that, if we think it needs it, depending on the type of property.
Yep.
Quote, maintenance, any refurb. So it gives you a full analysis of looking at, if I buy this property, what am I getting involved into? What do I need to do, and over the next 5 years?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, if you think the only reason you view a property is to understand how much work's needed and, is it in, good condition? And we supply that information. So, obviously it's down to the buyer off the back of that.
This is one for you. How do I secure a property for my buyer?
I really like that one. So basically how we've got everything set up on the white label website is whenever any of your clients or your buyers log in onto the website the very first time and they register, you get given their their details, their name, their phone number and stuff. So you have that to be able to engage, create communication, have conversations with them. But once they've done that, they have the ability to go through, look at all the analytics and all the information of every property. And within that section where they're looking at all the information for the property, if they say yes, they want their property, all they have to do is click on reserve. Right, little reservation button. They click that, nice little pop-up, explains the fees and structure. They have disclaimers and everything on the site as needed. But it then explains to them, look, if they pay their fully refundable deposit or reservation fee, so we've got it set as £100. Obviously, that's subject to change at any time. But that £100 basically means that we know they're a serious buyer. They're not there just to go view properties. There's a lot of people who know this industry very well. There's a lot of people who just want to go look at properties because they're curious, right? They love the homes under the hammer life.
But they can make an offer. That's the whole point. This is what people don't understand, is that, if you don't ask, you don't get.
Yep.
But I'm not going to tell you that every single buyer or vendor or landlord is going to accept, a cheeky offer or everything else. Well, we have had some silly offers that we always have to put some forward, but we will say to them, it's just not going to get accepted.
Yeah.
But, what we do want to hope that people understand is that, if they, at any point they go, oh, do you know what? I'd buy that for 70,000, even if it's only on for 75. Make an offer. Have a go. Tell us.
That's it. And the beauty is, as soon as they reserve their property, it comes off of all of the white label sites simultaneously. So it's their property, and they have that secured for at least a couple of weeks till the viewing and everything's done, and they can make their ultimate decision at that point. And if they don't want it,
Exactly. And we talk about it from the seller's point of view and why a landlord would want to see that. For us, it tells, if I'm a landlord, I've put the property on there, I've had someone that's made an offer and reserved it. They've put money down. That I know they're serious, so I'm going to take them seriously.
Yep.
So I'm more likely to willingly negotiate on that property and figure out, because that person has said, actually, I'm here, I'm ready, not just I'm seeing 7 properties on Saturday and I might buy one.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's what people need to understand, is the reservation fee is there, not just as a barrier, it's actually to say, hey, Mr. Seller, I'm here, I'm serious. And I think that's what people forget.
Right.
Actually, one for you as well on this. I really like this. If I already have a website, how do I get set up, and what's the differences between the full and the part packages?
Perfect. Yeah. So basically, with how we've structured the white label, we've essentially got 2 different versions of the site. Right. So you've got what we call the full site, and we've got what we call the sub site. So the full site is somebody doesn't have a website. We go build them an entire website, and it basically runs off of the same template we operate on, but it's their branding, their logo.
So it gives them internet presence and everything else.
It gives them everything they need. They can, of course, go away, get SEO done, so search engine optimization, all those bits, run the marketing to the site, do whatever they need to do, but it's a business in a box, and it's done literally within a few days.
And we can actually help them with all of those elements if they want to upgrade into marketing and showing them how to bring people into that website and create their data, can't
if they want more leads, they want more traffic, they want more information. So we can help with all of that. Right, so that's the first piece. Now, if somebody, however, goes, look, actually, you know what, I have an internet presence. I have my website. I like what it looks like. I don't want to change that. We can create what we call a subdomain, which essentially is we're just creating simply another page on their website that feeds off into our technology, but it's under their branding, their domain, everything. So it looks like just another page on their site. And all they've done is added a button that when they click, it then moves over to another page that looks like the rest of their pages, but has all of the listings available on there. So it means that irrespective of whether you have your own site or whether you don't, we can help you get set up very, very quickly so you can get out there, start to help your people buy investments and, you know, really get your name and your presence out there.
That's why any white label, anybody that's out there, that's why we've got people in construction that have got all of their past projects and then have a button for looking for your next deal. You can call that button anything you like,